Welcome to another stream of Factorio Space Age with mods. I guess I'm ready to go to Gleba today. I'll just check my new spaceship. I have taken some ammo, some Tesla turrets, some artillery, a few laser turrets as well. All kinds of modules. Quality, productivity, speed. I guess only 3 foundries for some reason, but I can always get more. I have all the materials for a nuclear plant. I have some kinds of belts. Also some inserters. I guess I could get a few more while I'm at it. I'm also still getting a few more uranium fuel cells up. I might accelerate this by making those. Rockets also shoot automatically. Maybe I don't have to take all the nuclear fuel cells right away. But I will now take some stuff out of my inventory. I guess I might even put some passive provider chests here. And then I will choose some rocket, maybe this one. And then I will fly to space. And then I don't have to hear the rockets anymore. And maybe I can hear some cool space music instead. But also I will show you some of my advancements on other planets. Since last time. I didn't record since I made Vulcanus a base. Let me see, I can go to Fulgora first. I removed all the cliffs from this part of my main island, maybe even, no, not the whole one, but the northwestern side at least. That makes things a lot more simple to look at and build in. I also made sulfuric acid. Eventually I want to be able to craft possibly some quality blue circuits, because my quality module production sometimes is lacking certain quality items. This is lacking quality red circuits. So yeah, this sometimes comes to a stop because of that. Sometimes the right thing is not available. Not sure if I might find a better way to deal with that. Not sure if I could say if it's lower than 4. And I want to say lower. But I don't know if this ever is the case. At least now, these both factories work again, so this might have solved some problem. Anyway, this will jam again at some point. I also tried to make some mostly chest-based quality grinding for the EMP. I now mostly have blue EMPs or rare quality EMPs, but now everything is lacking steel for some reason. And I'm also out of iron ore, which I used to make molten iron, of course, and then pipes. Pipes especially for chemical plants in this case. I didn't even use passive provider chests here. And at some point I should also take the outputs from the recycling and put them back into the system. It seems like I have too many red circuits here. So maybe I need to do something with those at some point. But I guess now I will show you some of my Volcanus developments. I killed another worm on this left edge, just to have some space for potential experiments or just new things that I need to build. I also did some chest-based and slightly belt-based quality grinding here for Speed Module 3. Let me just have a look. I have 83 rare ones, 231 uncommon ones. Not sure if there's anything else to show. I made some quality artillery shells, which I then deliver to other planets, or which I can deliver to other planets. I of course also have artillery. Where is it? The artillery turret production. Up there. So there's a few different qualities as well. And all kinds of belt production. Hello, pseudo-algorithmic. So, I did turn off the beacon production just because I had enough at some point, and also I didn't want to waste the quality modules at some point when I didn't have that many on the planet. Might also try to make more better quality grinding for these machines. So far I have mostly uncommon foundries. I guess that's the reason why I didn't get more of them into my space platform. I only have three rare foundries. I guess I'm on this ship now. And I only have 250 uranium fuel cells, but that's quite enough actually. I think I'm ready to go to Gleba. Let me just take everything else off the schedule. I guess the ship will go once everything has arrived, the last 10 uranium fuel cells. I don't know how long it will take for things that are on the way to actually arrive. That's the last thing, I hope. And yeah, it just did an autosave because this is the first time I'm going to Gleba in this playthrough. And maybe the game realizes that I'm bad and that I might die. So I will just save as well, just because I don't really trust the automatic saves. And this ship is slightly overkill in terms of the size, but I also want it to be future-proof. I will soon do some calcite asteroid processing once I come back from Gleba with a lot of science packs. Actually getting the science packs might take a while, maybe the whole stream. Let me also tell you about the new things on Novus. I did some mining directly into foundries here to get the molten copper, for instance. Same with the molten iron. And of course the problem is that this depends on having calcite available. Sometimes I had problems with that, but Nowadays that shouldn't be a problem anymore. And I also placed a bunch of artillery turrets everywhere. I wonder if at any point the biters will manage to get down here. It's difficult to see, but there's no artillery coverage in the middle between this circle and that circle. There's a little island. It's also interesting to see that the ocean is a bit shallow, sort of in this curve. And I wanted to get down here to close this off entirely, to not give the biters any chance. I guess I didn't make any landfill yet on Norvis, so maybe that's a good idea at some point. And now I just need to protect these new things as well. So far I like to have a lot of Tesla turrets. They seem to be good enough to deal with the biters. Any biter that might come through. And we still have some biters that are mostly interested in spitting acid onto trees. I guess that's their preferred way of farming or whatever. Anyway, I'm above Gleba right now. It really looks quite fancy also. What is this? Is this a big pentapod? This looks kind of funny. Maybe it's just the main theme of this planet, just having 5 legs everywhere. I guess the original images for the planets had to be scaled up quite a lot to fit into this planets in the background mod. I will save again because I have now arrived here. And then I will just drop to Gleba. And the first thing that I want to do is get my landing pad. And then throw down everything that I need for a nuclear reactor. And we can also see that there's string frond, which is one of the trees, and with the new mods that I have, most of the trees are actually farmable, or at least some more than usual. So this is the sting frond and the boom puff. They are both farmable in this modded playthrough. I wonder how far I can go without hitting any enemies. Okay, I see enemies already, or something. I see small aircrafts. I shouldn't go near them. They are very close, actually. So I will immediately send down ammo and the landing pad. And I should take care not to stand below whatever comes down. I guess I will figure out where it lands with the shadow. Also, did I tell you that I hate AdBlock Plus? Because it always updates randomly and opens a tab in your browser without asking you. So that's that. We have a cargo landing pad. I will now throw down some... Well, I guess the Tesla turrets don't really help at the moment. I should ask for some rare gun turrets. I'll throw down a bunch of stuff that I will eventually need. I guess the most important stuff is the power generation, nuclear reactor, uranium fuel cells, and then a few belts and tanks and pipes. Solar panels, for sure, and accumulators for the first little bit of energy. Okay, I might just try building the nuclear reactor. I will have to build a offshore pump. That might be rather difficult. And I wanted to ask for maybe 20 rare gun turrets. That's too much. I guess now too many might fly down. So all of them are now flying down. I guess the ship will survive, but still it would have been nice to not waste the backup of this ship. I hope I will be able to come back to get off of this rock. I really don't know when these creatures will spawn. However, one thing I could do is just get some of those bacteria from the distance. Or the iron ore that's in there. So these are Yumako trees. And copper stromatolites to give me some... I guess that gives me access to the heating tower. And there's an egg raft. Another one. I really hope I don't run into any bigger pentapods. I guess once I have set up my power, I can protect myself with Tesla turrets and expand my protection. And there are the brain fruits, the jelly stem. I guess one thing I might need to do is build a simple furnace. Or maybe I could just send down some electric furnaces. And big mining drills. Some assembling machines as well. And quality modules just in case I want to start something soon. Don't really have much space at the moment. Nettles. So these nettles last for 1 minute. What can they be used for? Fluoroflux, so this might be kind of difficult to produce. Stinging rounds, magazines. So the sting front gives me nettles. And I guess, yeah, they just spoil into spoilage, I would... No. They spoil into sting front seed, that's quite cool. And wood. I guess they always give wood and I can just burn that then. Yeah, I wonder what the mod can do for me. I need to get some energy. And smelt some, I guess, iron ore. So I will also throw down some productivity modules. Also for my personal roboport, it would be good to have some construction bots. I wish I had brought the offshore pump, then I don't have to do some basic smelting for that. But I guess it's also good to have some solar panels around. So my first protection will be just gun turrets, and I will have to siphon off some of my personal ammo. Didn't yet build the furnaces. How about some accumulators as well? I guess my first nuclear build might just go somewhere down here. Might even find some water here. And I will have to think about what I need for the biochamber. Let me just look at the research. I wonder what these slipstack polyps are for. "10 spoilage, 10k water. Ingredients. What do they do? I guess they just produce these polyps. So I get stone and spoilage as product. And steam. I guess each different plant or mushroom, whatever that is, on this planet has a separate cultivator to be built. I wanted to look at the bio chamber. Not sure if I need to build a agricultural tower to unlock this. So I need to mine Yumako trees and I need to mine jelly trees. I guess I'll just do that then. They shouldn't be too difficult to find. I'll just do that from the distance, from the safety of my position. I guess if I try to kill the egg rafts, I might find some creatures in there. And there are some stones that I might need for landfill. Might need to build quite a lot of landfill for several machines. But I guess first I need to provide more than a little bit of energy. Currently I have so little energy that I can't really get even through the day. Not even speaking of the night. And it would of course be good to have some repair packs soon. How about some more iron in there? Some copper there, and maybe some steel as well. Did the biochamber not yet unlock? Or does it just not show? I need to craft nutrients. That is basically another unlock that I first have to do. I guess crafting nutrients is as easy as just having an assembler if I have one. I'll put the nutrient from spoilage recipe in there and then productivity modules. And then this should give me some nutrients which will eventually also spoil. I didn't remember to put productivity in these other furnaces. Shame on me, I guess. So what about that research? I guess it's getting done more and more. I think I didn't remember to bring any chests. So I might have to do something about that soon. I need landfill and green circuits. Not sure if the nutrients will last that long to craft a biochamber. Let me see, I need to put productivity in and then I will put in that, and I guess it would be nice to have some electromagnetic science packs. I'm also getting distracted a lot by all the things that I might want to do. Basically don't want to waste copper plates by just putting them into an assembler. Instead I want to make copper cables in an electromagnetic plant, but I guess the better way would be to have calcite and just smelt. Use molten copper. But I guess getting calcite here would be a bit more advanced. I guess still the easiest way would just be to build that nuclear power plant rather than just doing other stuff in the meantime. Nutrients are almost done. So yeah, I guess those nutrients won't do anything anymore. I should just make some landfill and maybe focus on nutrients soon. On new nutrients, that is. How about I mine these rocks soon, but first I will, since those nutrients are spoiled in a few seconds, I should just build that power plant. I wonder how I should build this exactly. Some of my builds look like that, especially the ones in space. Where I don't have much space. But eventually I also want to have just heating towers, or are they called heating towers? Yes, those ones should just heat the heating cable, heat pipes. Guess I should just get everything. I hope I don't die. And then I will just craft one offshore pump manually. Need to fuel this. Not sure if I need to fuel this that much. I'll just make some iron chests as a temporary solution. I might just also drop down all the artillery shells or some of the artillery turrets and Tesla turrets and laser turrets. I think I didn't bring any cargo bays, so the down-bringing of items will be always a little bit slow. And I didn't care to bring any combinators. I guess, yeah, I could just throw them down. So that is possible. Just need to ask for them if I find them. I guess I don't really need that many. I'll just also throw down the chemical plants. I don't know what I might need them for here. Robopods, all these other robots. More inserters. Might take a while for all these things to arrive. But yeah, this is already heating up quite nicely. And then maybe I should just attach some of those turbines. Maybe I will leave some space just to be able to, well, I guess I can always just fly over. I just put myself back into the shoes of my previous self that didn't have flying mech armor. I just wonder why these items are different and don't stack together. I can just place another boom puff, I don't know where. I guess I did get rid of it. Not sure where exactly I can plant these lichens. Anyway, I didn't yet build the steam turbines. Just want to copy my design from Norvis for those nuclear reactor things. Okay, I need to attach a cable there. Measure fuel and temperature. Apparently the temperature is not yet high enough. And that is the correct condition. I guess everything should be configured correctly now. And now might be the time to actually install not the Tesla turrets yet, because I don't have the power yet. Might still happen that I drain my system too much and can't build anything else in the meantime. Okay, I shouldn't waste any landfill at this point. Now the important part is to actually mine some rock and make landfill out of it. And it should be the case that nobody attacks me for this, because the pentapods don't care about pollution. They care about this. I wonder whether these spores exist there. You see the little lighter, brighter area there? It might exist there because I have harvested some fruit there manually. I could of course build some repair packs. And we finally have some steam. Some steam that's over 500 degrees hot. And I will just also store the steam in a lot of storage tanks. Don't want to not have it when I need it. Might be night in a moment. Let's now try to do something with that energy. I guess this one boom puff is a boom puff that I planted myself. I guess all of these boom puffs are wobbling around like that. I wonder whether that's the case in the vanilla game. But anyway, I need to find some landfill. Wonder if I should install some speed modules to speed things up. Also not sure when I may let the ship go and do something else. Let's get some speed. Especially for the mining. Hope I have some beacons already, I guess not. So I will just throw down all of those beacons and the rest of the speed modules. Maybe I don't have any efficiency modules, but that's fine for now. I think the mining might be one of the only things that really needs that much power all the time. Apart from all of this here, which rarely turns on. This also only sometimes turns on, it seems. It's relatively spiky, the whole thing. On, off, on, off. I guess, yeah, the mining drills are always on, but the assembler only works in short bursts. Might even throw more speed at the thing. And maybe this can stop when I have 10 stacks. In the meantime, I should work on getting one of those bio chambers. Only one for now. And then I will try using bio chambers to get more bio chambers, because they also have 50% inherent productivity. So I need iron, electronic circuits. I guess the ratio is also fine for now. Nutrients will be difficult and Pentapod X will be difficult. But at least I don't have to care about how spoiled the things are. The biochamber will be fine anyway. So I will use this eventually, once I need the nutrients. The only thing I actually need is to kill some Pentapod X here. Or, what are they called? Egg rafts. I will of course save, because I'm quite a chicken and don't know how easy it will be or how not easy. One thing I might do is actually use some defense as well. I guess no one ever had the idea to use Tesla turrets for their first attacks. That works quite well. And now I have some eggs. 5 eggs. Okay, let's throw the first one in there, and I guess also quality modules. And then I just need nutrients. How many? 10. 5 nutrients. The thing is, if I want to make biochambers and biochambers, I will need nutrients to feed the biochamber as well. But that shouldn't be too difficult. So yeah, I have made a biochamber that allows me to make bioflux and fluoroflux. Anyway, I need to choose biochamber there as a recipe, and that I will turn this away, off, throw everything in there, and use those nutrients. I don't need more than those. But apparently they went in the wrong slot. Okay, I need more than those. Not sure how many I will need eventually. Now we will get a double craft. Two normal ones. I guess it's fine if I only get normal nutrients or normal biochambers. At least we have 6 then. Or 7, counting this one as well. Might even try to get more eggs. Eventually I might need more nutrients or spoilage as well. That wasn't too hard. I guess with uranium ammo everything is a bit easier. They're quite squishy. Let's get more nutrients. And now we have 2 uncommon biochambers. Let's progress. Need more green circuits. There they are. And I guess I can make one more after that. With that 1 egg. Need even more green circuits. What I could do is using uncommon biochambers to speed this up a little bit. Okay, I won't use the half productivity now. I'll just revert to the slower version and maybe just keep using this machine later. I guess I could use a radar as well. Maybe down here by the energy. And some Tesla turrets. I have to check what the constant energy demand is. This orange thing. It is just below the demand of the big mining drills. The slip stacks give me some spoilage. So now I have slip stack propagation as a technology as well. I don't know what's in these little things in the water. Maybe just wood. Could just mine these things myself to get all the ingredients immediately. And maybe also smelt some more of that iron. Not sure if I need to smelt stone anytime soon. Some spoilage. I guess the actual agriculture will be the next challenge. Planting some brain stuff there and some Yumako there. Once I can, or once I get enough Yumako, I can make nutrients from them. I might just try to look around, and there we see some bigger pentapod. Oh, and there's a stomper. I would almost like to try out my uranium gun, but also not really. I want to avoid combat if possible. It's fun to see all the different biomes and their different colors and their respective plant species. That's just an agraft. I guess I will take a long time until I make my first playthrough where I start on Gleba or where I go to Gleba first. I guess Stingfront just has a stack size of 20. I guess every seed has a stack size of 20. Let's just maybe place some more of them here. I guess they give these stinging nettles and also wood. I guess a good idea would be to have some roboports and logistic bots. I'm now full of stuff. Oh, I took that out. I guess when I process the Yumako, I can also turn it into nutrients if I do that soon enough. I guess that's what I would go for. I would go and get some of the pentapod eggs once I have enough iron and green circuits. Not really sure what I will need the steel for, but there are some applications. Oh, obviously I also forgot that I should make green circuits in an electromagnetic plant. I totally forgot, and then I chose productivity module because I wanted to remember to put those in there. I'm kind of bad at this game, especially when under pressure by the looming threat of pentapods that might not even come over while I don't farm anything. But I don't really know this game. So how about I place some biochambers and then I use some productivity modules in there. And then I see quite a lot of recipes. These slipstack polyps. They don't seem to spoil. I guess they are also just seeds. Then we have nutrients from fluoroflux, that's 1 to 40. Bioflux is 5 to 40. Nutrients from Yumako mesh is 4 to 6. But I guess I get 2 Yumako mesh per Yumako. I guess the Bioflux recipe is the same as normally. What does the... Okay, I have a pentapod laboratory available to craft already. I don't know whether it is actually worth using. It has higher research speed, I guess. But it needs nutrients to work. And we see all the silly and funny qualities that are available there. I wonder why it says 4 plus 10. Is one of those influenced by a research for research speed? Additional module slots and rapid research speed, however it requires nutrients to run, yeah. So I don't know whether I will be able to do that here. Also need to look at what I want to research. I can only craft artificial soil once I have crafted 500 nutrients. So the most important things from this planet are probably advanced asteroid processing, which gives me also the better fuel production, captivity for the biter eggs, which give me productivity module 3, the biolab eventually, cultivation, allows me to get trees on other planets, I would say. And carbon fiber, of course, for the stack inserter. I would love to stack things on belts. And I think I will have to send my ship back to Norvis for any research that I might want to do. Anyway, this might be Yumako mesh. And this might be nutrients from Yumako mesh. I could of course try to manually get... Wait, this should be Yumako meshing, Yumako processing. I could try... Firstly, to also mesh the Yumako in a normal machine. Just to get my first ones. But also I still need the nutrients. Can I get this also? I don't think so. So yeah, I can't get nutrients in a assembling machine apart from spoilage. So that's out of the question. I could basically get a cycle going once I have my first nutrients there. I will have to get some pentapod eggs before I start this. And then I need to take care of the fact that at some point they might hatch. I guess I'll just get those 4 egg rafts that I see at the moment. And I can always get more Yumako from here. I did get 2 eggs. Need to know where I'm going. Quite difficult to see anything in this landscape. I did get 1 more egg. Can remove that again. I can mark the next ones on the map. Hope I don't die. It's quite far down. 9 pentapod eggs. So this is where I will put them. Then I will start processing the Yumako. I will have to start with some nutrients. Okay. This needs more nutrients to make more nutrients, I guess. It's complicated. Basically, this could feed itself now. So how about I just do this? But I also have to feed in the Yumako mesh at the moment manually, and also more nutrients there. So this is kind of complicated at the moment. This needs to go there. And I shouldn't waste all the nutrients. Okay, let's actually have an output there. That makes things a little bit more easy. Some nutrients, more Yumako mesh, more nutrients and everything, and spoilage. This actually needs to be there. I just don't have any Yumako left. I will get some from the distance. I guess if the Yumako is fresher, it will also lead to fresher everything, basically. Those nutrients are almost gone. Okay, yeah, quite a lot of spoilage, but I guess overall I might make some progress with the spoilage. Might get more spoilage out than I fed in initially. This gets kind of complicated doing it all manually. And now I don't seem to have any nutrients left, so I need to get more from spoilage. Luckily I have some spoilage, or I guess... Oh, the nutrients on the belt also spoiled. Eventually this needs to be a cycle if I can get it going with some agricultural towers. Artificial soil research. That means that I have done enough in terms of nutrient production, at least for that. This bootstrapping is always kind of stressful, and you always need to be on top of things, especially on Gleba. Not to forget anything. And now I'm out of pentapod eggs, but I think it's fine. I have, if we count 3 of those, we have 28 biochambers. I think that should be enough for my first little factory. And I think one thing that I might do is just this, this, this. And now I have nutrients and chests, which will eventually spoil to whatever these things were called. Spoilage, of course. So I need to build this slightly differently. I guess eventually I have to move everything out of the way. Did I turn off? Yeah, I guess I turned off my personal or my speed thing. Forgot the name. Exoskeletons. So I have 4 Yumako seeds. I guess that's more than I came in with. I guess I could now destroy this. I guess I'll leave this running, but also think about where to build the proper factory. Maybe in this area? Or should I go... I don't really want to build on the stones, because this is where I want to harvest or make landfill, basically. I might make more landfill. So this will be 346 spoilage in a few moments. If I'm not fast enough at building other stuff, which I don't think I will be. I first have to think about what I want to do, actually. So I built quite a lot of these sting fronds there at some point, and they grew into very mature sting fronts. And only the self-made sting fronts have a growth percentage shown. And I guess also mostly... Okay, yeah, they are actually all in this light blue color. But you see the black there on the map. This is not specifically stone, but this is the boom puff that I placed myself. And I can place 2 more. We will then see what color this has. It's also black on the map. I can just try to harvest those myself. Then I don't have to deal with robots fixing each other. And then I can place or plant 2 more boom puffs. And I think I should send my platform back and forth between Norvis and Gleba with inactivity as the condition. Maybe 25 seconds each. And then from Norvis I will get more uranium stuff. I guess I should work on the agricultural towers. I don't think quality does anything besides health. They are buildable on Castra for whatever reason. Okay, maybe they are buildable. I wanted to say everywhere, but apparently only on 3 planets. Fish food. Interesting. On other planets probably. Tenecap also sounds like Tenebris. So only 3 of these seeds are actually in the vanilla Space Age game. So I guess I have cleared some space, at least in this area, to possibly build something. Still have to take care about, or take care of fighters, I mean pentapods. Bad evil creatures, that's what I mean. Do I have any more substations? Doesn't seem like it. What does the simple power pulse, what do they need? I guess that is simple enough. But also I want really more substations. Maybe 150, maybe I should also try to move them in front and hope that they actually will be prioritized that way. But yeah, my problem was that I might not actually get any power pulse early enough, so I will have to craft some myself. I guess this is for iron sticks. And then I didn't remember that I don't need to craft steel in an assembler. But I need to find more copper. Do I find copper down here? Possibly not. Just want to see if there are any bigger monsters. There's definitely more copper. Oh no. That's a big one. Did you see me? I guess it's just going around on its normal tour. At least we have quite a big lake on or next to us, directly next to us. Which might at least protect one of our flanks. At least a little bit. Well, not here because there are gaps. But this big thing could be some protection. Anyway, I might build more of my furnaces actually to get more copper. I guess my idea was to get some power to where I might want to plant either, yeah, Yumako and the jelly nut. What does the spaceship say it has? Substations now. I might just send it off to Gleba on its next move. That would allow me to not have to build these other things. And then on Gleba, I'm actually here. I should just order uncommon substations, 150 of them. And then once the spaceship has arrived, it will just throw them off. Quite a fast ship at this point. I guess that might just be at the start and it is now slowing down. Because now the initial fuel that was in there is burned off and it will just use whatever is pumped in a few times per or every few frames. I could already craft those agricultural towers. Maybe 4 at the moment. I totally forgot to bring any logistic chests. Maybe that's something for soon. And also I need to take out the used fuel. Already 7 fuel used up. The good thing is that I shouldn't need too much power for the actual factory because it runs mostly on nutrients. The thing is only the defense needs a lot of protection, or no, the defense needs a lot of energy protecting the crops basically. I don't know where the pentapods will otherwise go. I don't think it would be enough to only protect the crops. I think I should build maybe a simple cycle to get nutrients from the Yumako. Gleba is really hard. I wondered whether I should have streamed this. Eventually I decided to stream this because it's interesting to see some of the new mod things. But also it's kind of hard for me to deal with the stress of Gleba, getting attacked, getting your things spoiled away. Getting power onto the planet. I don't think I can already place plants there. Maybe I need some artificial soil. I guess that is also something I need to work on soon. Death Lily. Cobble Pop. All these weird plant names. Or mushroom names. But they also look differently from specimen to specimen. There's a Lickmore. Just gives me spoilage. I guess I should start by getting some Yumako first. Maybe I could also start up here, clearing some area. I have one more Boom Puff seed. Eventually I can research that I will be able to tolerate Boom Puffs, Boom Puff explosions, or that I can just not make them happen. Then I can cultivate them, or I don't know what the order is. I would have thought exploding plants is already bad enough, but then I have to deal with pentapods as well. Okay, and my inventory is quite full of random stuff. I might, of course, just make some of those medium electric poles anyway and put them in a chest. I wondered about the color of these lines. Maybe it changes per planet, or I don't know what the parameters are there. And now these thing front seeds stack to 50. I thought they would stack to 20. Not sure what I did differently or what it was. Anyway, I will put a bunch of stuff in chests. Can't just have things lying around. And in these chests they are stacking to 20. I don't get this. Then I will have a spoilage chest. Might have a chest for copper stuff. I'll start just with some small or normal biochambers. I don't think I would ever want the biochambers to do the nutrients from spoilage recipe, because they rely on having nutrients, and if I don't have nutrients, I don't think I should make them from spoilage in a thing that requires nutrients. So this would already help with getting Yumako planted. Just need to also build the belt and power connection. I guess it would be nice to know how much one of those agricultural towers uses in its lifetime. Maybe it would be good enough to just have a few solar panels and an accumulator in the vicinity instead of having to get power cables everywhere. Let's just think this through. 100 kilowatts. I guess I would need multiple solar panels. And possibly then also some accumulators with that. I guess now that I have the substations, it would be better to just build them to wherever this needs to go. I guess this light yellow area here is where I can plant stuff. Don't really want to do this yet. I first want to set this up so it can work out of the box. And I would at first only want to deal with the outputs of one agricultural tower. And I guess having heating towers will also be necessary. I need boilers and I need concrete. For concrete I need stone furnaces. I need furnaces making stone bricks. If I brought calcite here, which I really should do, then I could start... Well, how about... Can I send concrete up? I don't think it is in chests at the moment. How about you go to Vulcanus and wait till inactivity, but you also will get maybe 500 calcite. Do I want to wait that long? I already forgot what I need the concrete for. I guess that's not a good idea to forget this. For the heating towers. Good to know. I guess I have to make some of that myself here. I might just make some quality offshore pumps. And basically this offshore pump will be for concrete production. It's so overpowered that you can use productivity modules in concrete production in a foundry. So I don't know if I should just wait. Maybe, yeah, I could just throw everything that comes out of here into a chest, and later I can deal with making it go away. So this will be nutrients. And the nutrients might just go down to where I might burn them. Near where the nuclear power plant is. I would just continue heating that pipe, I guess. I should already plan where the heating towers could go. And then I can basically place some chests. 2 chests per thing. I guess the good thing is also that these 3 planets, Gleba, Norvis and Vulcanus, are directly on a triangle in space. So these 3 planets. Castra is over there, that's the new military mod planet. Then we have there Cerys, the moon of Fulgora, and Maraxsis and Tenebris. I guess Tenebris is between Aquilo and Fulgora. Maraxsis seems to be on the same orbit as Norvis, which is kind of wild. Castra is just behind Gleba. Kind of weird. Hope they never collide. I guess they don't even move. Anyway, I need to build this. So the blue thing is the nutrient belt, the green thing is... Could also have this differently, but yeah, the green thing will be the Yumako fruits. Then here I will have to at some point split the mesh. I guess I'm out of productivity modules. Luckily, the spaceship brings more. Can I make the spaceship please deliver more calcite? It's important. I don't need that many belts at the moment. Calcite is more important. I don't know if moving around these requests actually that's a priority. It would be quite nice if that actually had an effect. And I see now that the power isn't even connected there. Could already work on the belt. That brings the Yumako and delivers the seeds away. I want to also check what the seeds can do. I think I installed a quality seed mod. Yumako seed cultivator. Quality seeds. Treating Yumako seed with a pentapod and spores may generate a better seed. I don't really see that thing here anywhere. Any quality indications, but maybe that has to do with the cultivation. And then there is space cultivation eventually. You can plant things in space. In a space cultivator. Jelly nut seeds can also be cultivated. I don't know if that's true for everything. It doesn't really say what the quality seeds can do. Anyway, I will do this. Basically, these can feed themselves with nutrients. I guess they sometimes have to. But then the nutrient overflow will just go. And I will have a factory here producing nutrients from spoilage, but only in specific cases. Thought I did get a delivery, but maybe I just imagined or heard that wrong. Wait. Oh no. Go back to Gleba, please. I need to ask for calcite to be thrown down. And maybe something else. I don't know what else I ordered. Possibly I should always have a request for some uranium fuel cells, but also I guess the ship did never actually get calcite. So how about I just take this ship, my first spaceship, and it just goes to Gleba as well. At least once. With a short inactivity period, where it might throw down the calcite. And I don't know what the other ship will do. I should have enough calcite on Vulcanus available for any ship that might want it. There are two full chests with calcite. I guess I will need stone bricks anyway, so I should just melt some stone anyway. This chest is full of landfill. I might just take some out and put it somewhere else so this process can happen a bit more. So there will be a chest full of spoilage, but I will try to circuit control if and when that should happen. There needs to be a spoilage output as well. Probably in all of these. For all of those factories. And that could just go into this chest, among other things. This could also accept productivity. I should ask for productivity modules. I didn't. My mistake. I hope the space platform will return eventually. Might just send it on to Volcanus. Wait. Yeah, it does have enough productivity modules to send to Gleba. I guess I could also just remove some of those furnaces. I don't need all of them to do the same. And then I have a decider combinator here, which will read whether there is Yumako mesh and whether there are enough nutrients in this factory. Read fuel. Well, I would like to only read the fuel, ideally. I guess, yeah, that's fine, because, I mean, nutrients could be outputs. Maybe sometimes they will be counted as outputs in the contents, but most of the time it might count it as the fuel. Let's see. So we have that. Let's use Yumako mesh. There needs to be a certain amount of Yumako mesh in there. I'll have to in a moment figure out how much. Also, can I see this here? There. I guess there are some recipes, and below that might be the actual items, or maybe it's kind of weird. So this needs 4 Yumako mesh. If there are at least 4 Yumako mesh inside, greater equals. And if nutrients is below or is equal to, I don't know, smaller equals 0, then output a signal W for some reason. I guess the work signal. And that signal will be sent to this factory, which will then create nutrients from spoilage. enable if W equals or is greater than 0, not equals. And I have some productivity modules that I got from the furnaces. So this is where the seeds go. I guess I might also put them in chests at this point. At least now this doesn't shout that there's power issues, just nutrient issues, and of course there are no things yet that I actually need to process. No ingredients, that means. So I should just send up the nutrients. And those nutrients will go to the place where I want to build the heating towers eventually. I guess I will throw this in there. And you see now that it doesn't craft anything. The little LED there is turned on red. This means that it doesn't work. And it also doesn't move, it doesn't animate. It will only start working once it has some Yumako mesh inside. And theoretically I should also send the Yumako mesh onwards. The other thing I could do is just have more inserters here that filter out the spoilage. I guess if there's too much spoilage around here, I will just have to evacuate the spoilage. And I guess I might always check if, I don't know, if the stack size is 50, that would be 32 times 50, so I guess I will say 1500 spoilage. And I guess this might just be a belt. One entity is being damaged. That doesn't happen very often. I guess this is mostly free of biters, but sometimes things happen. Also, this is quite annoying that this produces alerts all the time. So I will just revert these solar panels back. I hope the energy can keep up. It just hangs around 50%, or I don't know what this is. A little bit over 50% accumulator capacity. Anyway, I need to eventually get the seeds going. I guess I might start by I should also use one assembler at the end that is just an assembler. Which means if none of these machines can actually handle that, then I will use a basic assembling machine to process the Yumako that actually works. I guess jelly nut processing also works. Never really thought of this, but this is a good fallback in case you don't have any nutrients in the factory anymore. So I guess always at the end place one assembler, even though the assembler doesn't really have much in terms of extra productivity and speed. I guess the speed is the same. I'll just try this. And the problem is, of course, that the first machine always grabs the mesh first. And that didn't quite work. I guess I need more to kickstart this. And now this also worked a bit more, but it still needs more to actually do anything. Oh, there's not enough spoilage. Obviously I need to get spoilage. If I have no spoilage, I can't do this process. Oh no. Wait, I did add too much spoilage there. I guess that's fine. At the moment I don't burn anything yet. Now I'm doing more of this. And now some nutrients are actually making it through. So we can finally see this nutrient loop work. The thing is just that I don't produce more Yumako at the moment. I might just harvest these manually. Also to make some space here. And then just place those Yumako fruits somewhere where they will eventually reach the biochambers. Also from a chest with inserter speed. And then I will eventually get some seeds as well. And apparently spoilage. Maybe I need to also filter out the spoilage here. Guess I will just do that. To the right will be spoilage. If I find this. And this will also for now just go onto that belt to basically allow this chest to fill. Okay, spoilage stacks to 200, so I might increase the numbers here. 6,000. But now, yeah, this kind of is hanging there, just getting bad. I don't know if this might be a problem. Eventually it will be. Maybe one chest would be good enough for now. So now I will go up there and start with the agriculture. I guess I might just try to build a few of those towers. Always have to try to figure out the best spot for the most possible Okay, that's Yumako wetland. I don't have any landfill on me, so I should get some. That might have been the reason why that didn't build. And then I need 2 belts. One coming in, the other getting out. Might also have this as a underground belt eventually. Okay, there is no landfill yet. I guess I will just make landfill wherever I need to or wherever I feel like I want to. This time I'm not so landfill starved as I was last time. I didn't come very prepared last time. So, and there might also be a second one eventually there. But at this point I want to slow this down a little bit. I don't know how much. Yeah, there's already, from the things I harvested manually, a bunch of spores that came out, so I need to also place some protection around here. Also need to be aware of where I can actually place anything. I guess this would be the place where I could, or I need to go somewhere like there. Don't want to waste any planting space. But yeah, I guess I will just build my first Tesla turrets up here as well. Not sure how well they would do. I don't have any roboports here, so I couldn't automatically repair anything. At least the nutrients are constantly getting produced. The Yumako is getting mashed, sort of, but also I guess the spoilage comes from the nutrients mostly. Maybe I should also always get out the spoilage directly. So there needs to be spoilage handling belts. And this will just be fed onto the spoilage belt down there again. I guess so far this is kind of working. And we have our first self-planted Yumako trees. They will be growing up. I will be saving the game. I might just try to place a radar up there. Just because the pentapods are up there, you can see a little leg and the shadows of the leg and another shadow. I don't know. I guess seeing the shadows is bad enough. I guess I will take a little break now.